Imagine this. You're in your late 60s or 70s enjoying what should be your golden years, but something just feels off. You're more tired than usual, a bit slower. Maybe your memory's been slipping, or your doctor mentioned your blood pressure's been creeping up again. You think you're doing everything right, eating fruits, walking a little, staying hydrated. But what if I told you that some of the fruits you're eating, the very ones you thought were helping, could be doing the opposite? That instead of nourishing your body, they could be aging it faster, damaging your brain, and spiking your blood sugar worse than a can of soda. That's not a theory. It's exactly what a study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition discovered. Seniors who frequently consumed specific high-sugar fruits saw a shocking 57% increase in their risk of developing metabolic syndrome, a condition linked to heart attacks and strokes and even early death. The scariest part? These are fruits that are often praised for their digestive benefits or vitamin content. They're in every grocery store, on every healthy eating list, yet they could be silently harming millions of older adults every single day. After 65, your metabolism isn't what it used to be. Your cells change. Your body handles sugar differently. Even healthy foods must now be chosen carefully, with precision. But here's the good news. There are also fruits that do the opposite. Nature's medicine cabinet is real. These special fruits lower blood pressure, protect your heart, heal your gut, sharpen your memory, and in some cases, even help your brain function years younger than your actual age. In today's video, we're uncovering the 4 fruits every senior should eat every single day, and the 4 you should avoid at all costs. The last fruit on the danger list? It's juicy, wildly popular, and loved in summer, but it may be stealing your vitality faster than anything else in your kitchen. So stay with me until the very end. You don't want to miss it. And before we dive in, let me ask, where are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments. And if you care about your health or someone you love, please like this video and subscribe so you never miss out on simple ways to live longer and feel stronger. Now let's begin with a fruit that many people don't even realize is a fruit, yet it's one of the most powerful anti-aging tools available to older adults. Number 4 on our list, the humble avocado. For decades, we were told to avoid fat. That fat was the enemy, but science has finally caught up. And when it comes to avocados, the truth couldn't be more different. Avocados are one of the best fruits a senior can eat. Why? Because they're packed with monounsaturated fats, specifically oleic acid, the exact type of fat that lowers bad cholesterol, LDL, while boosting the good kind, HDL. This is a lifesaver for seniors who are at higher risk of heart disease and stroke. But the real magic of avocado goes beyond heart health. This fruit contains more potassium than bananas, nearly 975 milligrams per avocado. And potassium is crucial after 65, especially since 1 in 4 older adults suffers from high blood pressure. Potassium calms your blood vessels. It balances sodium. It brings those numbers down without another pill. But it doesn't stop there. Avocados are loaded with lutein, a powerful antioxidant that protects your eyes and slows the progression of age-related macular degeneration, the #1 cause of blindness in seniors. And here's something few people know. Adding avocado to your salad, vegetables, or eggs can boost your absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like D, E, and K by up to 15 times. Yes, 15 times, all from just half an avocado a day. Want stronger bones, better vision, healthier blood vessels? Start scooping that green gold onto toast, blending it into smoothies, or eating it with a spoon and a squeeze of lemon. Next up, number 3, apples. Crisp, sweet, familiar, and one of the most gut-friendly foods you can eat. Apples are rich in a fiber called pectin, a natural prebiotic that feeds the good bacteria in your digestive system. And let's be honest, after 65, digestion isn't always smooth. Pectin keeps things moving, reduces bloating, strengthens immunity, and helps your body absorb nutrients more efficiently. But that's just the beginning. Apples help remove cholesterol from your body. The pectin binds to LDL cholesterol and flushes it out, slowly but surely. And if you struggle with inflammation or stiff arteries, apples are full of flavonoids like quercetin, natural plant compounds proven to reduce inflammation and protect your heart. Apples are also great for blood sugar. Despite their sweetness, they have a low glycemic load thanks to their fiber. That means slower sugar absorption, fewer crashes, and more stable energy. This is crucial for seniors managing insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. And here's a little surprise you probably didn't expect. Chewing apples boosts saliva production, which helps prevent gum disease and cavities. That's right. Just the act of chewing supports your oral health, which we all know gets more challenging with age. Apples are simple, satisfying, and incredibly effective. Whether you prefer red, green, or golden, one apple a day truly can keep the doctor away. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated fruits on earth. Number 2, the pomegranate. Bursting with ruby red seeds and loaded with juice, the pomegranate isn't just a pretty fruit, it's a cardiovascular superhero. Over time, your arteries lose their elasticity. Blood doesn't flow as well. Pressure rises. Your heart has to work harder. This is a quiet process. Most seniors don't feel it happening, but the damage adds up. And here's where the pomegranate shines. It's rich in punicalagins, powerful antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress in the arteries by over 30%. In fact, these antioxidants are up to 3 times more potent than those found in red wine or green tea. Think of oxidative stress like rust in your pipes. It narrows the walls, makes your system work harder, and leads to plaque buildup. Pomegranate helps reverse that process. It smooths blood flow. It reduces inflammation. It literally helps clean your arteries from the inside out. So why don't more people eat them? Maybe because they're messy, or people don't know how to open them. But once you learn the trick, cutting around the top and scoring the sides, they become an easy, juicy addition to your breakfast or evening snack. Try them over yogurt, mixed in a salad, or as a juice. Just make sure it's 100% pomegranate with no added sugar. Your heart will thank you. And we still have one more fruit that may change everything you thought you knew. So keep watching, because next we'll reveal the number 1 fruit for seniors that can actually slow aging, protect your memory, and help you feel more energetic every day. And if you thought pomegranate's heart protective powers were impressive, wait until you hear this. Studies have shown that drinking pomegranate juice regularly can lower systolic blood pressure by anywhere from 5% to a remarkable 21% in seniors with hypertension. That's not a small difference. For someone struggling to keep their numbers under control, it could mean the difference between needing medication and managing it naturally. And yes, we're still talking about a fruit, but it doesn't stop at blood pressure. Pomegranate has also shown a powerful ability to boost memory and brain function. A UCLA study found that seniors who drank just a small amount of pomegranate juice daily performed significantly better on memory tests compared to those who didn't. Verbal recall, short-term memory, cognitive focus all improved. And that's huge, because if you've ever walked into a room and forgotten why, or stumbled to remember a familiar name, you know how scary memory loss can feel. Now imagine a fruit that helps delay that decline, not in theory, but in real studies. Even more convenient, pomegranate juice gives you most of these benefits without needing to chew the seeds, making it a wonderful option for anyone with dental concerns. And while, yes, supplements containing concentrated pomegranate antioxidants exist, they can't compete with the fiber, vitamins, and bioactive compounds found in the real fruit. But here's the good news. You don't need to drink a full glass every day. Just a half cup of seeds or a splash of juice in your morning smoothie can deliver profound benefits. Plus, pomegranate has a low glycemic index, which means it won't spike your blood sugar like many other sweet fruits, making it an excellent option for anyone managing prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Just make sure to choose 100% pomegranate juice with no added sugars. And if you're on blood thinners, be sure to check with your doctor first, as pomegranate may interact mildly with certain medications. Still, this is a fruit that doesn't just support health, it defends your longevity, giving your heart and brain the fuel to stay younger, longer. And now we've reached number 1, the top fruit for seniors. One that doesn't just protect your body, but enhances nearly every system from head to toe. Berries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. These are more than just sweet snacks. They are nature's most concentrated brain and body defenders. What makes berries so powerful? Anthocyanins, those brilliant pigments that give berries their vibrant color, are also responsible for some of the most powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects ever observed in food. Consuming berries has been shown to reduce inflammation in the brain, support neuron communication, and improve memory and focus. But it gets better. Research published in the Annals of Neurology revealed that older adults who consume just 2 servings of blueberries per week experience cognitive aging delays of up to 2.5 years. Let that sink in. 2.5 years of memory, clarity, and brain function simply from eating berries. These antioxidants can cross the blood-brain barrier and go straight to the brain tissue, where they protect against oxidative stress and promote faster, cleaner communication between brain cells. But the benefits don't end there. Berries are also incredible for balance and coordination, which is especially important since falls remain one of the top causes of injury and death in adults over 65. And if that's not enough, berries provide massive cardiovascular support too. Multiple studies show that seniors who regularly eat berries have lower blood pressure, better arterial flexibility, and reduced inflammation, all factors that decrease the risk of heart disease, the #1 killer in seniors. What about blood sugar? Berries shine there as well. Thanks to their combination of fiber and plant compounds, berries stabilize glucose levels after meals, reducing the harmful spikes that contribute to insulin resistance and diabetes. 1 cup of berries contains about 8 grams of fiber, perfect for digestion, heart health, and regularity, without overwhelming a sensitive gut. Want to keep your brain sharper, your heart stronger, and your body more balanced? Add berries to your oatmeal, your yogurt, your smoothies. Just 1 cup a day is all it takes. Choose fresh or frozen, never dried, since dried berries often contain added sugar that cancels out all the benefits. So now we've covered the top 4 fruits that all seniors should be eating. But what about the ones you should avoid? Because not all fruits are safe, and some may be causing more harm than you realize. Let's start with one of the most common offenders. Number 4 on the danger list, grapes. They're small, juicy, convenient, and often marketed as a healthy snack. But for seniors, grapes can be a sneaky health trap. Why? Because they contain very high amounts of natural sugars, glucose and fructose, without the fiber needed to slow absorption. That means sugar hits your bloodstream fast. 1 cup of grapes contains a shocking 23 grams of sugar. That's the same as a small candy bar. Eat a few handfuls and you could be consuming more sugar than you'd get from a slice of cake. And with their low fiber content, grapes cause sudden spikes in blood sugar and insulin, spikes that increase fat storage, accelerate aging, and raise the risk of type 2 diabetes. For older adults trying to maintain steady energy, avoid inflammation, and control weight, that's a dangerous combination. And there's another problem. Grapes often contain pesticide residues, especially when they're not organic. For seniors with weakened immune systems or sensitive digestion, those chemicals can cause additional stress on the body. Yes, red and black grapes contain antioxidants like resveratrol, but those benefits are easily outweighed by the sugar content and lack of fiber. Unlike apples, which slow sugar absorption, or berries, which balance glucose naturally, grapes give your body a rush of sugar with almost no barrier. The skins are thin, the seeds are tiny, and the net gain is far lower than you'd expect. So what's the verdict? Grapes may look harmless, but if you're managing blood sugar, blood pressure, or trying to stay energized throughout the day, it's best to limit them or avoid them entirely. And next, we have a surprising entry. Number 3 on our list of fruits to avoid, dried fruits. On the surface, they seem like a smart choice. Easy to store, convenient to snack on, and often found in trail mixes and breakfast cereals. But dried fruits can pose serious challenges for seniors, and not just because of their sugar content. We'll talk about that next. The primary concern with dried fruits is their unnaturally high sugar concentration, which arises as water evaporates during the drying process, leaving behind a condensed form of fruit sugar that may seem small in portion, but packs a significant glycemic punch. For example, a mere handful of dried apricots contains nearly as much sugar as several whole fresh apricots. Yet it's far easier to eat in larger quantities, because there's no water or fiber to fill you up, and your body's natural satiety signals are never triggered. This makes it dangerously easy for older adults to unknowingly overconsume fructose in a concentrated form. And for those already facing insulin resistance or blood sugar control issues, the consequences can be devastating. A small daily serving of dried fruit might seem harmless until it results in dangerous glucose spikes, inflammation, and cascading effects on metabolic health. Over time, repeated blood sugar surges can progress into full-blown type 2 diabetes or make existing diabetes far harder to manage. But the damage doesn't stop at blood sugar. The inflammatory response from high fructose intake accelerates joint pain from arthritis, speeds up cognitive decline, and weakens immune function, making it harder for seniors to fend off infections or recover from illness. On top of that, commercially processed dried fruits are often treated with sulfites, chemical preservatives added to extend shelf life and enhance color, but which come at a serious cost for sensitive individuals. For seniors with asthma or chronic respiratory issues, already more common with age, sulfite exposure can provoke acute breathing difficulties, headaches, or even life-threatening allergic reactions. In fact, while only about 1 in 100 people experience sulfite sensitivity in the general population, this number climbs significantly in older adults, particularly those with asthma, COPD, or a history of respiratory complication. Combine all of this with the fact that dried fruits, due to their size and portability, are often used as a convenient snack or meal replacement, and you're left with a dangerous habit disguised as a health food. And speaking of misleading appearances, Next up is a fruit you've likely eaten your whole life, yet its green form carries silent risks you've probably never considered. Second on the list of fruits to avoid for seniors is the unripe green banana. While ripe bananas are full of natural sweetness and are often praised for their potassium content, their unripe counterparts pose an entirely different set of challenges. The culprit is resistant starch, a type of carbohydrate that, as its name suggests, resists digestion in the small intestine. While resistant starch can be beneficial in small amounts for younger digestive systems, it can wreak havoc on the aging gut. Seniors typically produce fewer digestive enzymes and experience slower gut motility, making resistant starch difficult to break down, leading to bloating, gas, and significant gastrointestinal discomfort. For anyone already suffering from IBS, diverticulitis, or inflammatory bowel conditions, which become more common after 60, this added strain can lead to flare-ups and digestive setbacks that interfere with daily life. Even more concerning, resistant starch can interfere with the absorption of nutrients from the rest of your meal, meaning that pairing a green banana with your breakfast or lunch could silently undermine the nutritional value of your entire plate. That's especially dangerous for seniors who already struggle with appetite or have difficulty absorbing certain vitamins and minerals due to medications or age-related decline in gut function. And if that weren't enough, the astringent compounds responsible for the dry, chalky taste of green bananas can irritate the digestive tract lining, potentially triggering inflammatory responses in sensitive individuals. From a nutritional standpoint, green bananas also fall short. While they do contain some fiber, they're notably lacking in the antioxidants that develop during ripening. In fact, the longer a banana ripens, the more antioxidant-rich it becomes, making the ripe, spotted versions far more valuable for fighting inflammation and oxidative stress. So while green bananas may be less sweet and lower on the glycemic index, the trade-off in digestibility and antioxidant content makes them a poor choice for seniors. If you're eating bananas, make sure they're fully ripe with some brown speckles. That's where the health benefits truly shine. But now we arrive at the most surprising and dangerous fruit on our list, one that many people still view as a health food, especially for weight loss or managing cholesterol. First place goes to grapefruit, a fruit that, despite its reputation as a vitamin-packed, metabolism-boosting superfood, can pose life-threatening risks for older adults, especially those on common prescription medications. What makes grapefruit so dangerous? It contains compounds known as furanocoumarins, which interfere with a crucial enzyme in the intestine called CYP3A4, the enzyme responsible for breaking down nearly 85 different medications in the body. When grapefruit suppresses this enzyme, it causes the levels of these drugs to rise dramatically in the bloodstream, effectively turning a standard dose into an accidental overdose. This can lead to a wide range of side effects, some of them severe and even fatal. For example, statin medications like simvastatin or atorvastatin, commonly used by seniors to lower cholesterol, can build up to toxic levels in the presence of grapefruit, increasing the risk of serious muscle breakdown, liver damage, or even kidney failure. Similarly, calcium channel blockers used for blood pressure, anti-anxiety medications like buspirone, antiarrhythmic drugs like amiodarone, certain antihistamines, and even some immune-suppressing medications used for conditions like rheumatoid arthritis or organ transplant rejection can all be dangerously intensified when grapefruit is consumed. Just a half of a grapefruit or a small glass of juice is enough to trigger this effect, and the enzyme inhibition can last for up to 72 hours, meaning even spacing out your grapefruit and medication won't solve the problem. What's most alarming is how few people realize this interaction exists. Grapefruit is rarely labeled with warning, yet it can alter the entire course of someone's treatment plan. For seniors already taking multiple medications, this fruit becomes a silent saboteur, one that can jeopardize the safety and effectiveness of every pill they take. That's why grapefruit, despite its nutrient content, ranks as the #1 fruit for seniors to avoid completely or consume only under strict medical supervision. Always talk to your doctor or pharmacist before consuming grapefruit if you're on any medication, and err on the side of caution, because no fruit, no matter how healthy it seems, is worth the risk of unpredictable side effects or medication toxicity. And there you have it, the full breakdown of the fruits you should be grabbing and the ones you should be leaving behind if you're over 60. While powerful choices like avocados, apples, pomegranates, and berries can help strengthen your heart, sharpen your mind, and slow the clock on aging, others, like grapes, dried fruits, green bananas, and grapefruit, can quietly rob you of vitality, inflame your joints, spike your blood sugar, and interfere with your medications. And perhaps the most unsettling part? Many of these harmful fruits are still promoted as health foods, leaving seniors unaware until the effects start stacking up. But now you know better, and with that knowledge, you can start making smarter, safer choices starting today. So here's our question to you. Did any of these fruits surprise you? Have you been unknowingly eating something that may be harming your body? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your story could help someone else avoid a silent health trap. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Elderly Fit, and turn on notifications so you never miss another science-backed health insight that could transform your golden years into your strongest ones yet. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.